In this video, I'll be talking about SQOOP, which is one of the important ecosystem part of Hadoop. SQOOP is a utility which is mainly useful to transfer the data from our DBMS database to the Hdfs or hive tables, or we can also use export command to move the data from Hdfs to the RDBMS. In this video, we are going to see about how we can move the data from Mysql database to the hive tables directly. Along with that, we are going to use some parameters which are really important, and this parameter is being asked in the interview frequently. So let us see. We have a Cloudera machine which is already started, and first of all I am going to connect to the Mysql database. Mysql -u root -p and the password for Mysql. Okay, so I'm connected with the Mysql now. Now let us try to check how many databases are there. Here I can see there are 3 databases, and I'm going to use test database show tables to check how many tables are there. Here we have a table employee, and I'm going to fetch all the records from this employee table. Here we can see there are 3 records as a part of employee table, and I'm going to migrate these 3 rows or this total table from Mysql to the hive tables directly. So we have a command handy with me. SQOOP is the utility. Along with the SQOOP, we can use the import or export. Import is mainly useful to take the data from the RDBMS and pass it to the Hdfs. -connect, we are going to use the JDBC connection, which is using the Mysql database. This is the IP address of the local host, and currently it is using 3306 port. /test is the database name. -- username is the root, and password is tiger for my system. --table, so I'm going to import employee table, which is the part of database test. Okay, so we have a test database. Inside the test database we have a table employee. We are going to import it, and the number of mapper we are going to use 1. We can also increase the number of mappers depending upon the size of RAM, your resource management. -target dir, and I can see there are many questions which is coming for the -target dir. If you are not using the -target dir, it will move the data to the default directory, which is the warehouse directory. Now since we are using the -target dir, it means all those data from the SQOOP, it is going to Hdfs level /user/Cloudera and emp. So this is the path of Hdfs, and whatever the rows we are going to migrate from Mysql database, that will be transferred to this location. Okay, now let us try to do the SQOOP import, and I'll just try to open the another session. This is the new session. Let's fire this target dir. Make sure this target dir should not be exist. I have fired this command. Okay, so this is done. Let us see whether we have any error message. Here we are getting the error message that output directories already exist. What we need to do, we just need to remove this directory /user Cloudera and emp. Hadoop fs-rm, and this is the directory. Let's use the rmr command. Okay, so we have deleted the directory from Hdfs level, and after the target dir the path which you can see, it's a Hdfs level path. And let's try to fire this command one more time, and this time it will import the data from MySQL table and it will paste it to the Hdfs level. On the top of that Hdfs, you can create your hive tables, which will be an external table, and that data will be the part of that table only. Internally it is using the MapReduce job, and here we can see the successful message retry free record. So if I'm just going to this location, Hadoop fs-ls, and then this is the path. Here you can see it has created a success log file, and there is one part file as well. We can use the cat command to check the content of the success file. There is only one part file has been created because we have used the number of mapper as 1 only. If you created the number of mapper as 2 or 3, you will find there are more number of part file. Here this is the data what you can see, which is coming from MySQL database, and it has pasted to the Hdfs level. Thank you.